couple of months. I was here getting ready to go out. I think it was the morning of the July 6th. And I called my wife just before I started the stream just to see how things were going for her. And she didn't sound good. She said she was weak. So I packed everything up quick and went home and ended up going to the emergency room. And her symptoms weren't very bad. She just had full body weakness. But turns out she actually had a stroke. And they ultimately, a day later, she went into intensive care. And then she just seemed to get worse every day. And she was in there for about 4 or 5 days. And it was a serious stroke because it was at her brainstem. But she went from walking and talking and slowly deteriorated until about 4 days after she was in intensive care. She went to sleep. We all thought she was taking a nap, and she actually never woke up and passed away a few days later. So this is my first stream back. I really haven't felt like doing this. In fact, I've got the wrong darn scene up, as usual. So, excuse me. Me and Checkers are out here. We're gonna go fishing and try to enjoy the day. So here we go. Steering's hooked up. Oh shoot, I put everything down. I was going to go at a faster speed out to where I want to fish this morning. So I'm actually going to bring these up. Nah, I don't have to. I'll just do my normal routine. The hell with it. I'm getting out late enough. I'm not going to get the early morning fishing at the spot I wanted to go to anyway. Getting a late start today. Okay, so here we go. Let's change the scene. I need a stream manager is what I need. Come on. Okay. Wind is picking up. Okay. Now we'll go back here. Up here. Looks like the wind is coming out of the south. Okay. How's that? Oh, lost my camera already. Why? Gotta be shitting me. Okay. There we go. We're in Conroe, Texas, actually Montgomery, and this is Lake Conroe, and we're at the Water Point Marina. Ooh, wind is picking up nice. It's supposed to rain, actually. So, you doing okay, checkers? Get out of that sun, huh? It's probably about 80, I don't know, 83, 84, I'll bet, right now. But when I'm out here, it can be over 90, and it's not that bad, as long as there's a breeze. How's the music? Is that... Can you hear it okay on the stream? I'm going to try this once. Oh, good. Oh, it's a beautiful morning, though. I can go 6 miles an hour with my rudders down and my dagger board down. It's weird when everything's down and you're going slow, the boat maneuvers much better with the dagger board down and rudders down. But if you speed up a little bit, it has a tendency to want to, like if you hit a wave or it turns the boat a little bit, lifts the boat a little bit, you'll veer right off. In fact, the first time it did it to me, I wasn't expecting it, and I don't remember exactly what happened, but it would have made a good video because I kind of fell over, lost control of the boat for a second. It did almost like not a 360, but pretty close. Okay, so we'll get out here a little ways, and then in fact, maybe about here. And I'm going to slow it down to about 1.5 miles an hour. And then I'm going to lock my autopilot, and then we'll start setting up the lures, the trolling rigs. Okay. Let's go with just the head cam. And we'll turn it up just a hair. How's that? Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, so now I've got some spoons on. guy I went fishing with on this lake told me that's what you use to troll for striped bass. However, I've been out 2 or 3 times since using those very spoons, and I have caught nothing. Like nothing. Now, one thing I'm doing is, and which could be wrong, is I'm not putting very much line out beyond this clip, the downrigger clip. Okay, so I can't show you on the screen my Garmin because the freaking iPad is not connecting to it. Okay, so I can see my ball. I'm down at 6 feet. I'm just going to go to 8 feet, right there. Then we'll clip this guy on here, like so. Oops. So why is this freaking thing not showing? Man, I'll tell you. Lots of stuff doesn't work. I don't want too much line hanging out because if I ever have to slow down, the lure goes right to the bottom and I end up with a snag. Or I just end up with a snag. So I'm hoping to get some expert fishermen on this stream that are going to chat and tell me what I'm doing right or wrong. Okay, so let's check this guy. He's at 12, and I can see the ball, so I know I'm not too close to the ground. Now let's let this out to 12, and then we'll be at the same depth on both sides. Okay, so both lines are out. I'm at 20 feet of water, so I'm going to go down. I'm going to bring this down to 12 feet now. And 12 feet is 16 on this. So we'll go to 16 over here. When this one's at 16, it's actually not quite as deep as the one on the port side. Starboard's not quite as deep as port because I only have a 4-pound ball on the starboard side and I got a 5-pound ball on the port side. So the 5-pound ball goes a little bit more straight down. Okay, so we're trolling. Now what I'm going to do is try to troubleshoot this iPad. There we go. Okay, let's change scenes so you can see the bottom. Okay, so now, why is that not working? Okay, now it's working. So you can see the ball. It's about 5 feet behind the boat. Why is this frickin' locking up? What a piece of shit. So my Wi-Fi connection between the iPad and the chart plotter is not very good. Anyway, you can see the ball at about 5 feet behind the boat and 12 feet, 11 feet below the surface. Now that's exceptionally bad. It's not usually that bad. Look at that, lost it completely. You know, it doesn't really seem like the chart plotter's working either, because I don't see my boat. I'd like to figure out how to get rid of the old tracks on there, you know? Okay, so what if I press stop? Delete. Okay, start. This is absolutely ridiculous. I'm telling you, this Navionics with Garmin is really not good. I'm fishing. Let's go to navigation once. Where am I? Okay, I'm way past the dock. Up here somewhere. There I am, right there, finally. I'm going to change course a little bit to get away from that. I'm getting too close to shore. Okay. So when I started up this morning, I'm pretty sure I saw a request to update this Garmin. So let's troubleshoot that for a while. Let's go to Home, Settings, System, System Information, Charts, Subscriptions. Okay, how about Station Information? No. Simulator. You would think it would be in System Information. Reset Software Information. How about that? Okay. Okay, that's not it. So let's go back. System. Okay, so I'm just gonna. Oh, wait, I just saw something. No active warnings. Okay. so I'm going to reboot this thing. Turn off. See if when I power it back up, we'll see if it unbelievable. Okay, there. No boats out in front. Okay, so now when we reboot this, let's see if we get an indicator of firmware update. Not only that, but when I reboot the iPad and the Garmin, sometimes I can get the chart plotter to work. We are in 24 feet of water, so our lures are good. Nothing. Okay. So let's go back here now. Try connecting again. Searching for chart plotter. Where'd that boat come from? Oh, he's a hauling ass. No, see, doesn't frickin' work. Unbelievable. Aha. There it is. Software update. Install now. It popped up. Says it's going to take a long time. Okay. After I get out here is a little ways, I'm going to turn northeast and head for that island over there. Nobody's in chat yet. So I found some good coffee. Why is that bouncing around? I'm actually going a little bit too slow. See, the Navionics can't even give you a decent speed. Bouncing from 0 to 2.2 to 0 to 1.7.
Famous Distrust 2EJ. Best viewers on streamfoot.com. Remove the space. At XKN9ITCA.
Well, at least I know the.
2EJ.
At least I know
viewers
the
on streamfoot.com. Remove the space. At
chat's working.
XKN9ITCA.
I am at the same depth, right? I'm at 16 and 16. Ah. Oh, I got a sailboat over here. Okay. I should put the sail out. That's what I should do. Okay, now I'm going to change course now, and I need this. It's fucking latched up there. Jesus Christ. Okay. I get pissed off too easy. Okay, so I think I need to change course a little more. About there. Okay, now I'll set the autopilot again. There we go. Now we got a little wind in our sail. See, I'm going way too close to downwind. So I'm probably going to have to tack. Probably going to have to change my course back over here. Why is that not coming? There we go. Now I'm pretty good. Yeah, so I'm going to have to tack. Wow. Okay, I got to lower this down. I'm going to go down to about 25 feet. Because we're in 47 feet of water. Which is 29 over here. Oh, this thing is not making noise. Here it is. Oh, I'm snarled. You gotta be kidding me. There we go. Okay. Okay, now we got a little bit of wind in our sail. Going 2.5 miles an hour. That's just about right. Look at that mess. I'm gonna have to bring this thing in the boat and take that line back off again. Okay, I'll bring that in a little bit because I want to hear it click if we get a fish. Okay, let's try the chart plotter again. Ooh, I'm way too close to the bottom. 21. That's at 20. Okay, this is nice. Motor sailing. I don't know if anybody on chat has ever experienced the loss of a loved one or a wife, especially, or a husband. You know, both of my parents died, all my grandparents died, and it was rough, but it is nothing like losing a spouse. We were together 22 years, and it's a tough one. I'm feeling a lot better now. It's been 6 weeks, I think. I don't have crying bouts and stuff anymore. Well, occasionally I'll get choked up if something's going on. But generally I'm in pretty good shape now. There's some bait fish up near the top, but I can't put my freaking chart plotter on the screen. That's my favorite thing about streaming, is being able to show my chart plotter. So what I'm going to do is try rebooting this bugger again. Let's see if I can't fix that. So that sailboat over there, can you see it with my head cam? That sailboat there is out of my same marina. Ooh. This thing is acting like either I got a fish or I just have too much line out. It's coming in, so that would mean it's just excess line out. There we go. Someday, maybe someday, I'll actually catch a fish just trolling. When I first started coming out here, I was catching a fish almost every trip, a catfish or a freshwater drum. I caught a striped bass. And now well, for one thing, at 2.7 miles an hour, I can get a striped bass. But I probably won't get a catfish. And I don't have catfish bait on, like bacon or liver or something like that, so well, the wind is starting to move me. I can back off the boat motor. The wind is pushing us pretty good right now. In fact, I might not need the motor. Let's shut that bugger off for a while. I like the quiet. I like to hear the wind, you know. There we go. There's a hump underwater here. We're at 27 feet of water, and I'm down 16 feet with my lure. So we're sailing at 2.1 miles an hour. That's pretty good. It's a little slow, but it's cool. I think 1.2 to 1.7 is the sweet spot for striped bass trolling with a spoon. So what I'm going to do is troll over to that island, and then I'm going to use shrimp and liver and see if I can't catch some fish near that island. And I'll anchor with the rear trolling motor. My front trolling motor took a dump, and so I've got that at the dealership. Not the dealership, it's a repair facility. Let's do the overhead cam for a while. Make sure it's still working. Oh, I've actually got my wind map up. Navigation. No, that's not what I want. Streaming? Yeah. I might have to bring that camera back down and start it up again. Because I had it off for a while. I'm gonna be careful here that I don't whack the camera on the solar panel. Oh, I forgot to plug the fridge in. Okay, there, it's working again. Let's connect to the phone. Okay, I'm working the iPad at the same time. It's hooked to the Garmin, but I'm going to disconnect it from the Garmin once. Go here, and I'll go back to the Garmin. And then we'll go to Active Captain. We'll go to Helm and watch it not work, probably. Ooh, might be working. Kinda, sorta. There we go. Okay. It's froze up. Oh, this is a piece of shit. It's just not working. What I could try is I could try putting that on my phone. How fast are we going? 1.5. All right, well, let's just mess with it for a little while. Froze up. Man, I wish I could hardwire them. It actually froze up on the Garmin too. so that's not working like at all. God damn it. Freaking coffee cup was closed and it still spills all over. Okay, I'm gonna go get a towel to wipe that coffee up. And I'm going to plug the refrigerator in to my inverter. There we go. Okay, now I'll go wipe up the mess. You okay, Checkers? Little buddy? This is really good sleeping for you, isn't it? Okay. Okay, I think we can change course. All right, so we'll turn the autopilot off. We'll pull that down, get these ready so we don't dump the coffee again. Okay. I gotta hook that there so it doesn't not shut my cover. Okay, so now we're gonna turn over towards the island over here. We'll pull this, we'll let this go. What in the heck? Let's see what's wrong. It was snagged up there. Okay. Why is that? Oh, that one's snagged too. I know what's wrong. I know what's wrong. I forgot to take these out. I gotta take them out of those latches. Those, what do you call them? I forgot what you call them. That's my problem right there. There we go. What a goofball. this over here. Like so. We'll latch that. Okay. Got several things not quite right. Where's the island? Okay, so now we're going 2 miles an hour. There's the island right there. Okay, so we'll lock this. We'll start the autopilot again. Okay. Okay, I can't see chat right now. And the music stopped. There we go. All right. We're properly sailing now. How you doing there, buddy? My little checkers. Okay, I'm going to do another experiment. So I'm going to try to switch the chart plotter to the phone and put the overhead camera. And I've done this before, and I know one of them doesn't work too well. Okay, so let's connect the Boater Live to get it off of the chart plotter. Now we'll come over here, and how do I... Now I gotta go to my settings, and we'll disconnect. We're gonna connect the phone to the chart plotter now. The Garmin 4351. Boy, that sailboat's hauling ass now. He's got both sails out and he's going at a good angle to the wind. Okay, go here. Now we're gonna go to navigation, and we'll go to active captain, and we'll go to helm, and then we'll connect. Then over here, we're going to connect to the camera. Hopefully it hasn't shut off already. Then we'll go Insta360 over here. Okay. Okay, so now we got the chart plotter there. And over here, see if we can get the Insta360. Okay, looks like it might work. Oh, it's got to be confirmed on the device because it's the first time connecting, at least for a while. There we go. Come firm. No, I don't want that. I'm going to swing the iPad around. There we go. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to set up a new layout. It's going to be A and B. Done. Done. It's not what I'm. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now we got the Insta360, and we got the checkers cam, and we have the chart plotter working. So we're at 29 feet, we're at about 17 feet of depth. There's a bunch of bait down there. You'd think we'd catch something, huh? Wouldn't you think we'd catch something? That's Checker's favorite spot down there. Oh, we lost the frickin' chart plotter already. There we go. Okay. See, that frickin' thing is locking up too. Might have to try a Wi-Fi booster of some sort. Okay, so let's drop this guy. We're at 18 feet, but we're in 50 feet of water. So you can see the ball going down. I got the ball now at 25 feet. And that is 30 on the dial. So over here, we'll go down 10. To 30. Okay. Oh, I gotta hump this. There we go. .1. Now what? Why is that happening? Oh, because we're going faster. .6. That's a better speed anyway. Now we're getting some angle in the boat. Only about 5 degrees though. $10 o'clock. So why is that happening? That used to work really good. What if I go like this? And put it right in. Nope. There we go. Okay, we're going almost 3 miles an hour. What if I leave a little bit of... See if I can slow us down a little bit. I just let a little bit of sheet out. That doesn't seem to... Okay, we're right over the riverbed right now. I gotta watch my depth because it's gonna start coming up. And I'm gonna change my course a little bit. Head more towards the island. Okay. 2.4. Let's see if I can spin this a little bit to get it. There we go. Now we see the ball better. We see it there. It's at 25 feet deep and it's 12 feet behind the boat. Okay, this is nice. This is pretty nice. 2.5 miles an hour. Totally on the jib sail. Chart plotter's working. 360 cam moved a little bit. Man, that sailboat with his main sail out, both sails out, he's hauling ass. I'll bet he's going 5 knots easy. Autopilot's having a little bit of trouble keeping up. So that angle in my chart plotter is actually a problem. It's not our depth changing. For some reason, after I've had it on for a while, it starts to show the bottom at an angle like that. Pretty cool. I actually have all systems go right now. Let's go to that scene for a while. So this is Lake Conroe again. It's 25 miles long. The deepest is about 60 feet. The average depth is 12. And I'm coming from what I would call the southwest corner of the lake. And I'm headed, what am I headed right now? Where's my compass? I'm headed northeast, almost north. And the lake does run more or less north. I got a Garmin Eco Map chart plotter. I think it's a 10-inch. And I have that on a 54 transducer. And right now I'm just watching the chart. We're about to go over the creek bed of the west fork of the San Jacinto River. Actually, we just went over it. And we're kind of headed to, we might hit it again. And then my other chart plotter is a GPS map. It's a 9-inch. And that's what I've got my live scope on. That is this view right here. And then I've got a Insta360 camera right here that a lot of times I have it up high for like a drone shot. Right now I've got it down low. And then on my head, I have I lost my music again. Okay. What is going on here? It's almost like I lost YouTube completely. I did. Huh. Okay. Let's go over here. Got to keep an eye on my depth too. Come on. What was that? Isn't that something how YouTube does not pop up there? And my little keyboard doesn't come up either. Why? Piece of shit. You know how these always come up? Well, I guess I'm toast on the music. That's okay. Okay, so now what I need to do is probably pull in my sail. some snug on this. Wow, that's weird. It's not coming in too good. That's the first time I've ever had that trouble. Now, come on. What the fuck is wrong with this now? There we go. All right, locked. Okay, now, gotta check my depth quick here. I'm gonna bring it up to about 15 here, which is 19. Okay. 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 Now, we'll take that off. We'll turn that off. We'll start this. And then we'll also drop this. Because we're going to anchor the boat with this trolling motor. Okay, that's good. Now, I haven't anchored the boat with a trolling motor from the rear before, so I'm not sure how this is going to work. We shall see. There you go. Let's fix this guy. Yeah, I should have had a different camera on when I went up to pull the sail in. So we're just going to get over here near the island. And then when we see some fish, we're going to anchor. This fucking thing. Ah. "33 feet of water. We are down about 14. I did get a snag up here one time. So I think what'll happen is the boat might stay, probably going to turn a little bit starboard once I anchor this thing. It's 10 o'clock. Ooh, I probably got to go in by about noon. this around my neck. And then let's turn the trolling motor on. And let's see if it works. It's not. Oh no. I gotta pull that frickin' thing back up and turn it on. Oh, I know what's wrong. This is not plugged in. Okay, there's a bunch of fish. This is where I want to stop. Right here. Let's see. There's the anchor. Okay, it's on. Let's see if the anchor works. Ooh, it's working. I think it's working. Okay. Okay, it's kind of working, I think. Let's turn this off. I like that racket that's making because that will help attract the fish. Okay, let's bring this up because we're going to want to put some different bait on it. What's the... Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah, sure as shit. Get this freaking thing snagged here. Alright, so I'm just going to put that like so for now. And then that's acting like it's pulled off. Yeah. Okay, got that.
SBFSFDC. Hey dude, I've been checking out your stream, and I love the energy and vibe you bring to your community.
Really?
You've got great interactions, grinning face with the guys. Your stream is so great, thumbs up. SBFSFDC. Hey dude, I've been checking out your stream, and I love the energy and vibe you bring to your community. You've got great interactions, grinning face with big eyes. Your stream is so great. Thumbs up. Let's connect on DIS. _45 my username so I don't miss out. SPFSFDC. I would love to be a big fan. SPFSFDC. I would love to be a big fan.
Why does that keep fucking going like that? Anybody know? Wonder if my audio's working. adjust my seam. There we go. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm putting shrimp on these. Now, I've got a spoon on it, which is probably, I got just a hook on that line. These I have spoons on just because I'm not changing it just yet. What I mean by changing it is changing to hooks. I want to get this right near the bottom. Ooh. That almost felt like a bite. There it is. Look at that, you can see the hook. Okay. There's a lot of fish down there. You would think I would catch something, right? You doing okay, Checkers? What's this wrapped around you for? That's weird. That's super weird. That one seems, they both seem to be off the bottom. If this doesn't work, I'm going to go get some liver. Ooh. That's a bite. I lost them though. Okay. Let's put some more shrimp on there. Got a bite at least. Okay. Okay, I'm on the bottom. I'll just come up a little bit. That one I got. It's not very big though. Oh, you bugger. bite. You little fucker. Oh, God, shit me. Okay, so my trolling motor quit already, which might mean that freaking battery don't last very long. So let's start this up. Where's that hook? Okay, we'll put that in there. Then put this in here. Actually, I'll put it here. Ciao. Okay. All right. Okay, let me pull this up a little bit. Okay. Well.
Eliasha, loving the stream. Eliasha, loving the stream.
Hello, Ilya. How you doing? Well, I just got done fishing. Didn't catch anything though. Ilyo, how you doing, man? How long you been on watching? So I sail trolled all the way over to this island over here. Let's see if you can see it in the camera. Right over there. Let's see, I'm going to turn this up a little bit now. There. Okay, so there's the island over there. So now I'm going to start heading back. I got to check my text messages because I'm supposed to meet a guy. But I haven't heard from him. So, all right, so I'm going to set my autopilot here. So I can text. Okay. You still there, Ilyo? Elio? Okay. All right. Now I could put my hooks back out and troll again. But I need to know what time this guy's going to be at my house, you know? Okay, so I got a low battery on my 360 cam. So we'll switch that out. Oh, I think I got a big chunk of leaf down inside my battery thing. I better just fish out. There's the dredge barge over there. Okay, that's on. Let's reconnect. Join. There we go. There I am. Okay. So should I fish back? It's 10:53 right now. If I fished back, I'd get back about 12. Let's see if this guy's responded yet. Okay, so I think I'll fish back. Put this back on. You still there, Ellie? Oh no, that's not what I want. Come on. What I want is the chart plotter. Okay, I'm connected. Now let's go to navigation. There we go. Now, all right, so we're in 37 feet of water. We're headed right for that barge up ahead here. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this in. This is a good test anyway, because I got a shrimp on this one. I haven't trolled with a spoon and bait at the same time, so this will be a test. Okay, let's drop that down. Okay, let's watch for the ball. There it is, I think. There it is. So we're about 6 feet down. "37 feet of water, so I'm going to go down to about 20 feet. That's where it looks like most of the fish are anyway. Then we'll hook this on here. What do I have on here? Okay. Now, let's get this guy ready. I gotta fix this though. Okay, that's good. That one's got a big chunk of liver on it. Okay, now, over here, can't see my ball. There it is. So we're at 20 feet, and this says 25. So we'll drop this guy down to about 24, 25. Okay, 24. All right, so we're fishing. "38 feet of water." Let's change scenes. No, not that one. How about this one? That's weird. Okay. We gotta do a new scene. So it'll be A and it'll be B. And we're done, and we're done. And now that's our scene. Okay. Oh, the breeze is nice. I'm going to change course a little bit. Okay, so for the first time I used my rear trolling motor, which is a 12-volt motor, and my battery went dead, and it only ran for maybe a half an hour. And I'm pretty sure I had it fully charged. Oh, there's a lot of fish down there. Come on, baby. How fast are we going? 0.8. I'm gonna leave it at that, because I got bait. I got catfish bait on there. Lots of bait fish down at 20 feet. You know, you would think I would catch something. Ooh, that one's pulling pretty good right there. That's acting like I got a fish. I say I got a fish. No, I don't. I haven't caught a fish for so long, I forgot what it's like. I'm on the wrong call station on my radio. I'm going to monitor 13 for a while, because I've been on 16 almost all the time out here. I've never heard, well, I heard one person once talk on the radio. Nine, 10, 11. So I'm going to stop the stream for a second and then restart it. Let me check my mic. Test. Okay, that's working good. All right, so I'm going to stop the stream for a second because I need it less than 3 hours for editing. Then I'll turn it right back on again.